Good day, dear viewers and all learners at home. Today we're going to treat an aspect of mathematics titled the metric system. And under the metric system, we're going to treat three different aspects. The first one is length, and the next one is mass, and the third one is capacity. But for today, we're going to actually take a look at the first aspect, and that is length. What is length? Length is the measurement or distance between 2 points or 2 ends. Like this board has a point here, it has another point at the other end. The distance between those 2 points or those 2 ends is referred to as length. The basic unit of length in metric system is called meter. Meter is used in other units of length. For instance, we have kilo, then we add meter, kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meters, decimeter, meters, we have centimeters and millimeters. So these are the 7 units of length. But meter is the basic unit under metric system. And therefore, looking at this table from my left to my right, it is in a descending order. This is the highest and this is lowest. And the difference between each of the digits or column is 10. That is 10 millimeter make 1 of this, 10 centimeter make 1 of decimeter, 10 decimeter make 1 meter, 10 meters make 1 decameter. Then we have 10 decimeter making 1 hectometer, 10 hectometer makes 1 kilometer. Now, we have this as under mathematics for calculation. 1 meter is the same when taken to decimeter, it becomes 10. But when 1 decimeter is going to be 2 meters, it becomes 1/10. If this is 5, it becomes 5/10. So we have decimeter stands for 1/10, centimeter stands for 1/100, and millimeter stands for 1/1000. Now this is meter 1. Then we have decameter meaning 10, hectometer 100, then kilometer 1000. So 1 kilometer will give us 1000 meters, and 1 meter will give us 1000 millimeter. Now, this is the metric table and often is being memorized. But I will actually introduce you to a simple way of working it without using any form of memorization. All you need to do is just to learn the various units. The units are exactly 7, kilometer to millimeter. Now, let's quickly take a look at how to use this to solve questions. We come to calculation. Examples, we're going to look at the first example, then we go to the second example. The instructions say change the following to the indicated units. Number 1, 0.7 kilometer to millimeter. What do we do to change this? On the calculation, we have 0.7 kilometers equals to dash millimeters, which we don't know. Now, how do we calculate this? How do we calculate it? To solve this, all we need to do is how many meters make 1 kilometer? 1000. How many millimeter make 1 meters? 1000. So we have from kilometer, 1 kilometer, we have 1000 meters. From single meter to millimeter, we have 1000. So it becomes another 3 zeros. Then it becomes millimeter. In other words, 1 kilometer is equal to 1 million millimeter. Now to solve this, what do? We multiply. That is 0.7 times 1 million millimeter. Now, to solve this, what do? Under multiplication, Please kindly take a look at this again. When we are going towards our right, what do? We multiply times 10. Meaning, one of these coming to this becomes 10, becomes 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. And that's how we got 1 kilometer equals to 1 million millimeter. Now, to multiply this, what we need to do is just to shift the decimal point. When multiplying by 10, we shift the decimal point by 1 digit. Now we are multiplying by 1 million. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So we shift the decimal point 6 times. And we are going from a higher unit to a lower unit. So we move to our right under multiplication. So we have 0.7. We now shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times because we have 6 zeros. So our decimal point will now move off from here and come over here. Now each of these curves indicates units, digits. So we have digits here. And there's nothing in those digits, so we replace it with 0. In other words, this gives us the 0 in front will be removed because we have already shifted the decimal points. And that will give us 70. 1, 2, 3. This is 700. That's 700,000 millimeter. In other words, our final answer is 7,000 millimeter. And that is 700,000 millimeter. That's our answer. Now, the shortest way of solving this question, which is not all that common, it's more or less under the 21st century. To solve this, all we need to do is just draw this table. After drawing the table, look at the question given. This is the question given. And the unit here is what? We have 0. 7 here is sevenths, because the decimal point separates the 0 and 7. And therefore, where does it go? The 0 comes under the kilometer. So locate the kilometer on the table and fix in the 0. Because this is the whole number, and this is less than 1. So, looking at the back of the decimal point from the question, we have 7. Now locate millimeter on the table, the conversion table. So this is millimeter. Start with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that's all. You have already finished solving it. You don't need to calculate anything. All you need to do is just copy out this figure, which is the same thing as this. 700,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros and 7. And the 0 in front here goes off. Why? Because we are changing to millimeter. So no decimal point. Our final answer is 700 millimeter. With this, we have come to the end of our first example. See you in the next class for the next example. See you then.